So one of the things I want you to think about is the word sellout. I remember when I was in college, I took a philosophy course, and I had a professor, Dr. Gross. And I remember one day sitting in class, we spent 2 hours addressing this topic. Does your ends justify your means? Does your ends justify your means? How do you get to your end? How do you get to your result? Does it matter? So here's some of the things Katie and I found out. That during some of those interviews, many women broke down and cried. Some women actually stated that I've achieved a level of success, but it cost me who I am. So that's why we titled our book, You Don't Have to Sell Out to Stand Out. How do we help women achieve their dreams and their goals and their aspirations, but still maintain authenticity, to still stay within their baseline? I like the quote by Janis Joplin when she says this, don't compromise yourself, you're all you've got. See, whenever we compromise ourselves, you may gain and you may prosper. However, there's a cost. All dreams and goals have a price tag. How much does your dream cost you? What price are you willing to pay for your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations? So when we compromise, all of us, when we compromise our values, our character, one of the things we lose out on is our true creativity, our true authenticity. So sometimes at the end of the road, when we reflect back, there is pain there. But the goal is, how do we achieve our dreams, our goals, and our aspirations without selling out? When I was doing this research, I came across a woman that I loved her story. And I would encourage you to follow up on her story. Her name is Frances Marion, M-A-R-I-O-N, Frances Marion. Now, Frances Marion was a screenplay writer. Between 1916 and the mid-30s, this was the highest paid screenwriter in Hollywood. Not the highest paid female screenwriter, she was the highest paid screenwriter. But let me just share a story with you. There's an awesome documentary out there called Without Lying Down, and it chronicles her story. Now, she was perceived as attractive during this time. Now, I want you to extract the message from this. So she's perceived as attractive. So at this time, they want to cast her as an actress. She looks good. She's in Hollywood. But deep within Frances Marion, she didn't want to be an actress. She wanted to be a screenwriter. So there's a chapter in the book called Never Ever Lose Sight of Your Vision. And that's what Frances Marion did. She knew her vision. And what's interesting, as you think about your career, as you think about moving forward, sometimes other people will give you a vision for your life, but it might not be your vision. And they might even have great intentions. So she did a few commercials and she took a few acting jobs and she says, you know what? That's not what I want to do. She says, I'm talented. I'm a writer. Hollywood needs to know my talents, my abilities, my gifts, my skills. So she goes into this MGM producer, executive, and she says, listen, I want to write. And he says, well, do you have any experience? She says, well, I don't have any formal experience. I love this part of the story. Frances Marion goes in, she says, listen, let me tell you about me. I will work for you for 2 weeks for free. At the end of 2 weeks, you're going to want to hire me. The story is history. She didn't sell out. She maintained what was true to her.